just said that shit material cruise. Who can't think straight sober? My flow's over your head. I enjoy the aerial view. Focus from the bird's eye. In my scenario of dominance, defeating weakness. Web I'm rushing like dirty communists racing. My iron curtain revealing my voice, the gospel, no apples, a giant serpent. The enlightened apostle J-Trez. I lay text like tennis players top seated. Not needing some more to rap it. Confront the menace. My words speak for themselves. So feel me. Cause on the mic I've got more presence and attendance in the class of schizophrenics here. Straight to that thick of raps. Intoxicating, got you craving my liver. Mixture of speech and rhyme. So up from just the flow, but past the leg of it's over. Any anyone twisted, I get open like Venetian clown.
Company flow, the fire with you burn slow. I remain indelible. J-Trez juggernaut. You touch the flame, you are not. I remain indelible. Check. I done on digital slash for what I'm worth alongside four terrible surgeons who blur common perspectives on what and how to get lit. That flaming more top shit. Unstoppable as it gets unmovable wall and space split. This rogue cherub got his own twisted agenda. Catch that. Walking on flat lines, you witness me grow way beyond corporate control. Let me meet cause I introduced myself as a mistake. Slip through the grills with a serrated raw stab. Sharp in the gut. Now we can all become Lord of the Flies when this industry sees his demise. Huddled up and tries to destruct, he gets zed with dead eyes. The five factions are getting the fuck up and get touched. The coupons you receive from your support group can't protect you from the bum rush. I'm known to slip, arsenic, Mickey's, and talk suit, then reform. With an unprecedented fierceness, display these powers of storm. I wasn't born in a major, but I still received 3 gifts. Alphabetically listed there, Big Judge, Mr. Land, and I. See the field creatures scurry, out of killing caution. Trying to work off with the pot, but you choked on my motherfucking portion. Bathed within my excrement, bitch, parody. Your insanity is my clarity. Not to mention convention is a great war weapon. Disguised under the guise of institutionalism, but still prison. The bad batch of jism. Who stands, who falls, is when the DJ conflict and ash crack. On the rack, I keep tabs like Timothy Leary and or ASCAP. The iron lung is non-rustable, you're overrated. As in smoking dust or signing contracts that haven't been thoroughly debated. Got my name up in your mouth like cockroaches and lettuce when every rhyme becomes the official new blueprint for wannabe writers. Catch a smack to the face on principle. Even when I say nothing, it's beautiful using negative space. Indelibles is invincible. LG, don't forget the fucking name. Come on, Columbo, I know you figure this shit out. Nobody sounds the same. It gives me great pleasure when two elements get together and lace the track rough enough to withstand any type of weather. If you want it, I got it. Chemically hemming up the seeds with a poly-epoxy type of a mixture that be fatal if you sniff at these. Stupid ones pop the microdots, then lean into the sounds religion. Watch these styles straight, box you up. Coming with clean, concise thoughts, penetrating patterns. Not beyond the comprehension, but ejected wildly out the barrel.
Hey, Sarush, can you just hop on? I don't know how to invite people. Let me see. You had no request. Okay, that's not the right button.
Cell therapy down south, goody mom with specialists to push. It's like this. For the niggas who got
There we go.
secret and didn't know. BD's you got stuff out like a foreign jump. Not to play the nigga that's still in the scene too long, son, I right place you. BDEB evidence, but then I'm gone.
Islam. Okay. Islam. Peace, Moor. What's good?
Man,
Yeah.
everything.
Oh, just for those who are wondering, that's company flow. The fire in which you burn is alternative hip hop. I don't know what that means, right? But it's fire, all right? The whole album is fire, all right?
Absolutely.
And if you're interested, it's company flow. The album is Fun Crusher Deluxe. What's not to love? It's a 90s album, so you gotta look for it, all right? But, excuse me, we are here to discuss your book, all right? And to give the people a chance to see, you know, what that process looks like in case they want to put out a book, right? And disclaimer, I'm not taking, Califa Media is not taking on any more clients right now because we got like 1 in process and 3 on deck. So, you know, praise Allah for keeping us busy, very busy. And it's just, I'm the only editor right now, which is the other reason why I wanted to do this, like in case, you know, cast a few lines to see what part of this do you know how to do, because yes, Califa Media is hiring, all right? But I don't have time to train. I don't. I'm a homeschooling mom of 2, and 1 in high school, so I got to keep an eye on him. And I'm looking at my new kitten over here tearing something up. All right, so I'm good on top of all this other stuff. So, Islam Sarush, brother Sarush L, you know, fellow temple member, bunch of stuff we do together. You want to write a cookbook, and we actually started talking about it 2 years ago. like almost 2 years ago.
Almost.
I think 2021, yeah.
Yeah, almost.
So even if it's 2021, I don't know what that means. All right. Yeah. Downloading. I wanted to look through it with you while I got you here. I thought I downloaded it. I guess not. But anyway, so the first part of the process, you write a book, right? Before you can do anything, before you contact me, you need a book to contact me about, all right? Which is why I needed to talk to you, okay? And I'm going to ask Allah to please guide me, don't let me, open mouth, insert foot, because I've been drinking coffee. Yeah, I gave in. So, I'm a Gemini on coffee, so I'm letting y'all know right now. And I say everything with sincerity, love, and whatever. But you sent me some pictures. You sent me an outline. That's not a book.
Indeed.
All right. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is cool. I love a challenge. I'll help you write it. I don't mind. Right? I love being involved. Right? And then between that time when I said that, I wrote a Turban book. I say I wrote because Cujo, is he I'm not doing that this time. He did the same thing. He sent me his notes and some pictures. And it took me a year to get that together. So I'm willing to help you, but I'm letting you know that's what happened the last time I helped somebody do that.
Indeed.
So waiting for me, right? I don't need you to make it pristine and perfect and all that stuff. Just put it together, right? Okay, because I don't know, how you want to format it. I'm here to help. I definitely want to be involved because it's a cookbook and I can use some. That's like the universal question: what's for dinner, right? So I could use some ideas, right? And then too, this is great practice because somebody else. We've discussed this. Somebody else wants to write a cookbook, and I've actually signed up for a class on how to write cookbooks. It's not that involved, It's just getting stuff organized and all that stuff. So, I wish I could bring you the thing. I might have to have you send me the outline again.
I sent that just as just to be the outline.
Yes, rich text.
It was rich text. I moved it over to pages. I've been what I did is I used I sent the food list because that's what I use, and then the way
I have pages. If you want to send that to me,
I can send it in pages.
I mean, not to interrupt you, excuse me for that, but this is like a promo thing too. If you want to work with us, I've been doing this for going on. it's 10 years. This is 10 years that I've been doing this. Okay. So in that time, I have had to use every format. So, and I'm trying to work with you, right? So whatever works for you, like PDF, I don't know, InDesign, pages, you can send it to me however you got it.
Indeed.
All right. So that's probably not why it's not working, because I'm trying to get to it through my computer. Let me see if it'll work on my tablet. I'm glad I wrote it down.
So
but I'm sorry.
No, indeed. Basically, I broke it up into sections, and then each of those sections, I'm going in to every line in the section and writing the recipe. Where I have sauces, I chose 7 sauces because all food starts with sauces. They say sauces and soups. In the restaurant, if you could do sauces and soups, then you can make your way through the restaurant business. So I start with sauces, and then basically, the outline is the sauces that I chose. What I'm doing now is going back and writing the recipe for each individual sauce. Okay. The way I intend for the book to come off is not like a traditional cookbook. There's gonna be I know storytelling is a part of cookbooks, but the intention is to really show people how to think outside the box while cooking. you know, you don't have to use the ingredients the same way that I have it listed. You don't have to, you know, nothing is finite, you know, everything is, you know, malleable. You know, we're just thinking about ideas and trying to achieve texture, flavor, consistencies, things like that. So some of the recipes, there, you know, like one sauce I have right now is listed as ingredients, and this is, you know, the measurements, and then these are the instructions to make the sauce, the steps, the order, because some, you know, there have to be order sometimes. But then, like with pasta sauce, I'm like, you know, everybody don't have to make, you don't have to go buy 30 tomatoes to make a pasta sauce. Like, if you wanted the dinner to be quicker, you can start with a jar of sauce. You can add veggies. You can add your own seasonings and spices, you know. So, like, with the red sauce I'm talking about right now that I'm writing, it's more about, I'm more like typing it out as like a conversation, opposed to like a cookbook where it's just like ingredient.
Yes,
you know?
keep it in your voice. Please do.
Indeed.
Please. Yeah.
So that's really like how I'm approaching, you know, from the outline that I sent.
Yeah, and I can see it. I see it. I got it.
After that, like every line in sauces, every line in appetizers and sides, every line in entrees, everything's gonna have its own recipe. Some of the entrees, you know, it'll be more like referred to this sauce and to this side, and add this. Is going to be like, you know, every entree doesn't need a full recipe because it's a sauce that is already written in the earlier page. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
yeah, I got you. Yo, this is dope. And that's funny you say that you don't want it to be like every other cookbook, because I'm still reading that book Umami. It's like so fitting. Called Umami. It's about branding, right? And they were the chapter I was just reading before I got on here was talking about one of the biggest mistakes most brands make is doubling down on basics, right? Like, if my competition, the example she used was McDonald's and Starbucks. And she was saying, like, in order to compete with each other, McDonald's sells coffee and Starbucks sells, what is that? Warm snacks, right? So the way you would differentiate would be to do something like Chipotle, do something completely different and sell people beans and rice for $10.
mm-hmm.
And look how that worked, just because it's like, I want something different. Okay, coffee, warm snacks. Coffee, warm snacks. I want something different. How about a $10 burrito? Not me, but I'm just saying. I wish I would. I'm not going to get into that, but yeah. So yeah. Because I can see a lot, man. But you broke it down into chapters. And now I can use this to keep notes. I appreciate the chapters thing, because right now this is the stuff, again, this is for anybody who's interested in self-publishing, and not necessarily through Califa Media. This is self-publishing, period, right? If you're not going to be doing everything yourself and you're going to be paying people to do it, you might want to do as much of it yourself as you can, because I charge by the hour and I'm not cheap, all right? You don't have to worry about that. You know, you get like temple discounts. What's that? My brother's, all kinds of stuff. It's like, well, forget it. I probably owe you some money by now.
Crazy.
That kind of thing. You know. But no. For instance, if I'm gonna send you my manuscript, great. Did you break it into chapters? No. Well, that's going to take me however long it takes to read your entire book, so I know where to stick it. Because I'm not just gonna look for breaks. I need to, like, because you didn't put nothing in there, you know, especially don't make it a novel. Oh, no, you know. So I'm going to charge you at least 2 hours to do that. And everything I do starts at $45 an hour, which is nothing. If you don't believe me, please Google how much does it cost to self-publish a book before you actually go to print. You might like that, you know. People tell me I need to charge more, but I don't charge more is more. I charge somebody else more. But yeah. So Sarush got a cookbook coming up, and do you mind if I give the people a few details about you?
Not
It's kind of fitting. It's like extremely fitting. So Sarush is a Libra, with the Cancer rising and a Gemini moon. So this is like the perfect person to put good food, talk about and put good food on display. Are you kidding me? Right? And we're coming out of Taurus, North Node Taurus. You just had your nodal return, right? And my thing is with those slower moving planets, because I consider the nodes planets, I look for the ripples. So yes, we started talking about it right before it went into Taurus, and now here we are at the end of it going into Aries, and we actually about to act on it, because my thing is, fine, let's initiate, see what we need to be doing, because what you need to do, the instructions come during that transit. Then you act. Does that make sense? Right? Because I'm not just going to be like, oh, do this, bam. Okay, now do this, bam. I wish I had seen this first, now I got to go back and correct that. No, wait till I get all the way through this transit. I've learned everything. I've seen a lot of stuff. I've been picking up stuff because I've been looking forward, at least being open to it. And now that we're moving out of it, now I'm ready to do something with it. So yeah, I'm trying to think what else is going on. Jupiter just moved into Taurus. You know, Jupiter likes food.
Indeed.
So there's that. So yeah. So yeah, I feel good about this.
I'm excited.
So yeah, so now we just gotta you said each line is going to be a recipe. So I like that you gave an introduction. Oh boy, wait. Yep. Cool. I don't know. This might be a promo thing and gives you time to work on your book. And again, I will be here to help. You have the first thing you have up here is a grocery list. Who needs a grocery list? Right? Who's just like slowly moves over to the frozen food section to look for recipes? When those grocery boxes, I might have to start getting those again, because that forced me to eat that and figure out what to make around that, right? But I would much rather have a grocery list, right? And this prickly pear. I love prickly pear if you can find them. Soft jelly coconuts. Okay, so this is going to need some breakdown, and I'm already seeing like the layout, right? Because AI is amazing. I do see it as the devil, but please keep in mind who built Solomon's temple. He used demons, didn't he? Okay.
Interesting.
Did you know that?
I
He used demons. Yeah, he had a ring. He used demons to build the second temple. So, the jinn can be controlled. So I'm controlling this jinn. So I'm like seeing the whole thing like formulating in my head right now. So I'm almost thinking, and I'm wary about putting stuff out there, because you know how people hate and it messes up the energy. But my sister has been contacting me a lot lately, because I'm helping her get some stuff set up, and she's been offering like health advice. She's a nature path, all right? I don't want to put all her business out there, but she was practicing, but one of her friends hooked her up with a corporate gig where all she does is read all day to prove why stuff works. So I'm just like, okay. And her two favorite subjects are, phlebotomy, because where she likes blood, I can't deal with it. It's like perfect, right? And nutrition, because everything, when she was practicing, everything came back to nutrition, right?
Indeed.
Because she was like, yeah, you went to a doctor for 20 years and the problem just got worse. First, let me undo what they did. Oh, stop eating this, start eating that. And next thing you know, the thing just cleared up, and that was the issue in the first place, right? So, I might have to throw some nutrition stuff up in here too. Because sour sop, I hear about it, right? I asked somebody what it was. Somebody from the islands. I ain't gonna say nobody's name. Let me see if he's in here. I'll skip him. He sent me a YouTube. I'm like, that don't help, you know. So now let me write it down for some people. All right, cool. Chayote. All right, cool. See, these are chapters right here, just the grocery list. Spices, dang, grains, teas, and this isn't. These aren't recipes. It's just the stuff you should have, right?
Yeah, that's just the stuff. You know, when I go shopping, I use that list every single time I go shopping. Like, it's ingrained in my mind. And you know, I was thinking to add, like, you know, I was thinking to make it an audiobook, and it was like timely when you posted about the audiobooks, because like I was thinking that I could like guide people through the supermarket, like talk to them like while they listen to it, and tell them like, yo, you just got into the supermarket, you know, thanks for buying the book, but now you're in the supermarket with the grocery list, you know, we're gonna stay to the outside. You should be seeing the produce on your left or your right, so let's walk through the produce section, and then you know, have people buy the produce.
So there's the differentiation again. Like, oh yeah, here's the audio book, but it's not the book.
It's
This
a
is
guide.
a tour. It's a tour.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Through
All
any supermarket. I'm almost like at this point now, like I wanna like maybe like part of Aries North Node this next season. I almost wanna like have a challenge where like I could help people become vegan, and I could shop in any supermarket in any city. Because a lot of people say, I can't find that in my city, I can't find that in my town. But no matter where I go, I always find the food. Like I don't starve in the world, you know. I always find it no matter where I go.
Great idea. Because I mean, what a way to get more is to not only do it, but it's like, I mean, somebody might be in, I don't know, name a random town, Martinez, Georgia, right? It's like, wait, I live there. I didn't know that Korean store was right there. That's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that sounds like a channel right there, like an actual channel, right? Do you have a YouTube? Actually, never mind. I'll take care of that because I already got what Moors eat is already. I already got everything. So if somebody want to take it, it's too late. It's like the only thing I don't have right now is a federal trademark because I know how people are. No shade, but full shade. Moors? Who said that? Phil Valentine? How every time a Moor opens his mouth, a gold brick falls out.
Indeed.
So if I mentioned it, don't bother going to try to get it. It's already snatched up. All right. But anyway, yeah, that sounds great. And yeah, and again to the umami thing, how they're like people are constantly trying. The problem with businesses and why they're really failing is because they're constantly trying to sell people products. They're not trying to sell them experiences. And I'm like, well, I feel like I'm on the right track because it's just like, nah, come on, y'all. You know, let's have some fun. Let's go on a journey.
Indeed.
Let's eat some food because I'm looking at this brown sauce. I don't know what it is when I hear the word brown in food. It's like, ooh, I know that's gonna be fire. You know? Yeah.
and like so
I can test some of these recipes for real.
I've been learning like there's like no wrong way, you know. There's no wrong way to make something, you know. Like I search for recipes and I tested so many different things and I made it, you know, when I make things, I read a recipe, I'll follow it the first time, and then every time after that I divert from it. Like I never do it
I know what you mean.
The person did.
Yep.
You know, and then over time, like the ingredients, you know, that you have in the closet, you know, they go down, and you like, you know, I'm gonna try this recipe anyway with the limited amount that I have, and then it still comes out equally as good as the first time, and then it's like an expansion of, you know, conscious expansion. Like I don't need all of the ingredients that the person had the first time. I can use limited ingredients and get the same result, if not better sometimes. You know, it's just how you put it together.
No, I'm glad this is being recorded because that sounds like an introduction, right? And you said that. Don't be afraid to be mutable, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Indeed.
I've run out of stuff before, and it's like, well, I got this. Okay, I'll be doing this from now on. That kind of thing, you know. Because a lot of people are kind of scared, you know. Our people are like, we're like, what are they, the people of passion? It's kind of funny how we're swarthy and supposed to be ruled by Saturn, which is like borders and restrictions, but we're the most innovative. But I guess that goes into Aquarius, you know.
Indeed.
So, and I don't know if that should be an introduction or a warning, you know.
Right.
You gotta be flexible, you know, because I know not everybody can do that stuff.
Right.
So,
it helps.
Yep.
And I added that into the intro. It's like, even with the tools, you know, like if you don't have like certain pan or pot, you know, don't be afraid to, you know, I wrote like, I made pasta sauce in a wok, you know what I mean? Or like there's no limit to the tools. Like if it heats, you know.
Put that up in there too. You know, it don't need to be big. I like that it's not that many recipes. I like that. Which this is crazy how everything is touching on what I read a few minutes ago, right? How another problem businesses inflict on their customers is choices. Too many choices, right? I know I can't stand that, right? It's like beef, chicken, fish. Can I just get some rice? That's all I want, right? Or you want brown rice, sticky rice? No, you know.
Indeed.
And they like, yes, and you got to be careful with that, because worse than not enough choices is too many choices, because that leads to them not choosing anything. Really? Because I'm looking at this like, man, that's the one thing I don't like about cookbooks. It's too much to pick from. You could have broken this up, you know. But yeah, this entree, and it's like, it's just entree. It's not breakfast, lunch. Breakfast, bunch of stuff. Lunch, bunch of stuff. This could be breakfast, lunch, and or dinner. I like that.
Indeed.
You know. So that's what's up. Wraps. Okay. So yeah, the only addition I would put in here is the tools part.
Tools. Right.
And like maybe touch on like try to stay away from aluminum, that kind of stuff. You know.
Indeed.
Teflon. You know. If you can get cast iron or ceramic, that kind of stuff. You know. Okay. Glass is good if you don't have children around. Otherwise, I'm gonna do it. But yeah. All right. So what I'm gonna do? So you like fleshing this out right now? Because you got time. You got as much time as you want to take. All right.
Like I write a little bit like every day, and you know, some days like I'm sitting down, like I'm really like with a lot of the recipes. You know, my intent is that one day I'm just gonna have this burst of like, you know, creative energy, and I'm gonna just get it. But like I have been like writing a little bit like that. Like even as I make
a gesture every day. Yup. Even if that gesture is, let me just look and make sure I didn't like spell nothing wrong. Just touch it every day. And look at that. Guess what's coming up next week? Guess what's coming up? And guess? 77 days.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
There you go. It's like my suggestion is everything that you've been trying to get to, you got 77 days to dedicate to it. Like even if you just purposely schedule out 1 hour to do that crap, right? That thing you've been trying to get to. Because I know mine is sewing, right? I got all that stuff together. Last year was a great jump start, but I'm just like, nope. This year, it's yeah. I know that's what I intend to do. Right. You know, a lot of willing that'll actually happen. So there you go. 77 days. Let's see what it looks like after 77 days. I wouldn't be surprised if you were done.
Indeed.
You know. Nope, going somewhere. Think you slick. I'm slick. Anyway, so yeah. I guess I better start wrapping this up because children are starting to like spill down the stairs.
Gratitude.
And on my side, like I said, I'm seeing some stuff in my head. So what I think I'm gonna do, for all of the authors and artists, but I don't really do artists right now. I build you out a writer's block, right? Where it's a Google site where a Google collaboration site, so you can see everything that I'm doing. So I'm just gonna put that up for you, and then you'll be able to see the layout that I'm seeing swirling around in my head right now, because I got to get this out, because it's like, okay, I see it, fine, okay, let me just put it out so you can leave me alone, that kind of thing.
Indeed.
So I'll probably get to that today. So, this was, I don't know about you, but this was productive. I feel like I got something done, because apparently procrastination and not being able to complete tasks is a thing now,
I mean,
so
all week.
You've been thinking about that?
Like, just how people don't fully involve themselves into anything, or how people don't, really integrate. They don't complete things, or they don't really dive deep into things.
They don't go deep. Yeah, that's the word that I keep saying. They don't go deep. And it seems like it's distractions, right? So I see hired AI. Trevor, if y'all want to use it, it's really easy. Trevor AI is free. I might go ahead and subscribe to the paid platform if it's what I think it is. But just because all my little scraps of paper, I just put it on the screen in front of me, and now I can see it. Okay, that helps. And then I moved it over to the calendar, so my phone will let me know, you still need to get to this. Okay, let me just make sure I do that at 4:00. I'm like, dang, I got done in 2 hours more than I usually get done in a regular day, just because I'm goofing around and letting stuff distract me, right? And I think that's the point, because, we can get ready. Go somewhere. Wrap this up. Think you slick. And that whole thing with that submarine, what was that? A big old giant distraction. Meanwhile, did you know there was some horrible tornado in Mississippi?
Yeah.
Like, there's whole towns just gone. Forgive me if I don't shed a tear, because both sides of my family are from Mississippi, and I know what they don't. I know why they don't want the 1619 project down there, right? But yeah, that happened. And then while they were searching for these 5 people, I think like 3 migrant ships with 100 people each capsized. Nobody was out there helping them. They saw them. Nobody helped them. We see y'all. We don't see them. Like, okay, this is a distraction. So let me differentiate and focus. So that's why I had to hit you up, because I wrote that your cookbook down on a sticky note when you first told me about it. I'm like, man, that mug is dusty. So that's a shame. So let me just do something about it, because I need to focus, because I don't like thinking about this stuff, right? So I like thinking about it. I don't like it not being completed, type of thing.
Indeed.
But yeah, other than that, whenever you feel like you'll be able to see what I'm doing, and I'll make it available to you if you want to just use it. Like it's gonna be like a template, right? And if you want to just like slap some stuff on there, I'll figure it out, all that, because I'm like tripping all over all these crazy platforms that allow you to like do projects with people, to collaborate on projects. Do you have access to Creative Cloud?
I don't.
Okay. I'm asking because I'm like this close to getting the team package. If I can get enough people. You will have to pay, but it'll be way less than what they ask.
Yeah, I'll be interested for sure.
Because, sorry, it's like I tried to get away from it. Like, I know industry standard, my foot, let me find every single free alternative. Kept coming back to it. So, darn you, Adobe, but you do good work. So, but yeah, unless you got some questions for me, I think that's all I got for now.
I don't. I'm grateful. Thanks.
It's long. It's long. I hope you got something from this, because I showed it. So,
Indeed. The tools and
get to work
right now.
Okay. And I think I want to make this a Wednesday thing, So yeah, no pressure on you, because like I said, there's enough. Kush, in case y'all don't know, Kush Day finally is right. He wrote one book. I say one for a reason. So that's the one that's in progress, and now you're one of 3 that's on deck. Yeah, 3. Wow. Okay. Anyway, so no pressure. It's like, well, if you need to speak to me again, can we do it? If you don't mind, I'd like to do it this way, because it lets the people know what I'm up to, how they can maybe get involved, and it promotes your stuff.
Indeed.
So, and don't forget to go to MadeBySarush. We got stones and such. We still got to work on that bendy thing. And it's summer. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Everybody's out trying to show off. I'm just saying, right? Just a suggestion. Again, differentiating.
Indeed.
All right. So, and with that, that was a good meeting, and I will see you next time. Actually, I'll see you tomorrow if we got oral.
Maybe tomorrow.
Yep. All right, man. Wow. At least Friday. Definitely Friday. All right, man. All right. Peace, Moor.
Peace.
All right. And thank y'all for joining the Moors. Thank y'all. Peace.